Drake releases a diss song with Snoop and 2pac AI. I can't believe it. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion with your guy Oleezeh. Don't forget to subscribe. People, I need to speak on this. I know it's been out a couple days, but how do we feel about Drake putting out a diss song to Kendrick Lamar? The song was called Tailor Made Freestyle, where he has Snoop Dogg and 2pac rapping and basically dissing Kendrick before Drake comes on the third verse or the last bit and finishing Kendrick off. Pause. Some people don't like that AI is coming into hip hop or music at all. I would say most people don't like it, especially of a certain age. And some people rate it. They're like, this is creativity. I had to listen to it a couple of times myself. He does rap in Drake's cadence and his style, which does take it away a bit. I think if he rapped it in Snoop's style and 2pac's rap style, it would have been actually much better. But him talking from their perspective, saying that Kendrick, you're kind of taking too long with your response. You're looking like a coward. You're looking scared, even though you're the one that started this beef. You're calling people out, but scared of that smoke. And I can see what he means. I mean, Kendrick Lamar started off with that, what people kind of say is a diss song, but actually it was just a feature, and he just said he's better than Cole and Drake, basically. He just basically said there's no big three, it's just big him. And the whole internet's gone crazy. This song's coming out from left and right. It shows the impact that Kendrick Lamar has on the hip hop landscape. For him to put out one little verse, he didn't even call out names like that, and everybody just lost their minds. But I definitely don't agree with Drake. It doesn't mean that he's running scared or anything like that. Obviously it's not. He's the one that claims he's number one in rap. But what it does do is it puts a lot of pressure on his response, because Drake's come out with 2 songs now, both kind of good. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think Rick Ross' song was actually any good, to be honest with you. It was just more of a shocking thing that he responded within 2 hours. But Kendrick's delay is making it so he's got to come out with some top 5 of all time this song now, because he's just making us wait for so long. DJ Academics has got like a countdown on his Twitter of like 5 days, no response from Kendrick. 6 days, 7 days, 8. He's on like 9 days now. 9 whole days when we've had 2 songs from Drake. We've had one from Ricky Ross and a whole bunch of internet shenanigans. The one thing I'll say about Kendrick though, in terms of this Kendrick and Drake beef, is that neither one of Drake's responses have been like a knockout, hit him up, no Vaseline type of level. The first one was actually quite decent, but because he was hitting at different rappers on that song, he kind of had to share out the diss. It was almost like a hit him up type of thing. He didn't have a dedicated song for Kendrick. But I'm starting to believe what other people are saying is that Kendrick Lamar is actually saving the song for his album that's probably going to come out in May, which will be way too late. I mean, we're in like mid-April, people. We can't wait that long. But just in terms of that whole Drake Taylor freestyle, it was funny to see Snoop's reaction to it. Snoop went super viral because he went and done a video reacting to people texting him about this AI song. Check it out.
They did what? When? How? Are you sure? Y'all have a good night. And to all. What off? Everybody calling my phone, blowing me up. What happened? What's going on? I'm going back to bed. Good night.
Yeah, fam, I ain't gonna lie, that was hilarious. At first I thought, nah, can't be Snoop's actual response to it. But sure enough, it actually was. Everybody was posting it. But AI in hip hop, do we like it, people? I don't know. I'm not a big fan. Because next thing you know, we're gonna have AI Big L, AI everybody else doing diss songs. So Suge Knight has spoken from behind prison walls again. We all know he's got that podcast, Collect Calls, doing really well. I find it really interesting. But in the aftermath of Drake dissing Kendrick with an AI supported Snoop Dogg and 2pac Shakur, a lot of people have had their say, and whether they like it or not, the use of AI, the use of 2pac, the use of a fake Snoop in the song. And Suge Knight is one of them. Check out the clip.
Drake, my little homie Pop, he wasn't no joke. Ben, you damn sure ain't no joke. or we made up a joke now. Putting him on a song with him dissing Kendrick, that's how it go. Before as putting him on a song with Snoop, who was a part of his downfall, exit, and never a good look. Pac was a king on that chessboard. He never was a pawn, so he can't make to be a pawn now. But the West Coast, it's a whole state of real gang members of all colors, all races. You don't want them coming together, especially when sleeping in the lions den. Don't wake those lions up. On the West Coast, enter with caution.
Yeah, fam. I echo what Big Suge Knight is saying. Using Tupac as a pawn is true. Because you're like mimicking Tupac, not using even his style of rap. And you're dissing a West Coast artist, which Tupac definitely wouldn't have done. And because it's AI, you don't need to use any permission from the estate or Death Row or whoever. You can just, because it's Drake's voice at the end of the day, he's just mimicking. I see that side Sugar saying, I didn't even think of that initially when I was not liking the diss. I liked it for its creativity, but I just didn't like the fact that AI was being used in a song, especially with a deceased artist. And obviously Suge didn't like Snoop being in there, still implying that Snoop has something to do with Tupac's death. Come on, Suge. Don't get me twisted, it's a bit dodgy the way Snoop had a walkie-talkie the night Tupac got shot and killed, especially back then, and especially since Snoop wasn't even at the event. So why is he walking around with a walkie-talkie? If you're old enough, you remember walkie-talkies were very big, so they weren't like a convenient thing to be carrying. So yeah, that is suspect, but Snoop didn't have nothing to do with that. It wouldn't make sense anyway. But did you peep the way Suge Knight said West Coast and all that sleeping lions and stuff when the lions wake up? They're coming after Drake and all that. Well, no, he didn't say that, but he's kind of alluding that they're West Coast lions. When they wake up, when this Drake is doing all this stuff on our patch, then Drake's going to be in trouble. I like that. But you know, you could tell it was all tongue-in-cheek because Suge just laughed at the end. But I just like the way he did that. It was very gangster without being full-on gangster threatening. Drake has backed down and taken down the song he had against Kendrick Lamar called Tailor Made. If you don't know the story, Drake put out this song which had an AI Snoop Dogg and AI Tupac. Snoop replied online with his response, which was basically like bemused about the whole situation, but Tupac's estate wasn't too happy. They put out a letter saying this: "We are dismayed and disappointed by your unauthorized use of Tupac's voice and personality in the Tailor Made freestyle record. We demand that you immediately cease and desist from any further publication and exploitation of the record, and that you immediately take all necessary steps to remove it from all platforms where it is publicly available. The release is flagrant violation of Tupac's publicity and the estate's legal rights. The estate would never have given its approval for this use. The unauthorized, equally dismaying use of Tupac's voice against Kendrick Lamar, a good friend to the estate, who has given nothing but respect to Tupac and his legacy, publicly and privately, compounds the insult." See, Drake got in a bit of hot water there, put in detention and time out. And like I said, yeah, he's taken down the song, which did divide opinion. People thought it was creative. Some people thought it was a bit disrespectful, just like the estate just said. We've had members of the Outlaws reply about it. Suge Knight responded about it. Like I said, Snoop, everybody was talking about it. I personally didn't like it because, like Suge said, Tupac was like a king, and this song kind of made him look like a pawn in a beef that hasn't even really ignited. But what do you think about this news about Drake having to take down the freestyle off all streaming platforms? Do you see it as an L for Drake, or is it not a big deal? And can you understand why Tupac's estate wasn't happy about it? Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It's Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Peace and love.